At 17, my adopted sister accused me of getting her pregnant. My family disowned me. My left and I vanished. 10 years later, the truth came out and they showed up crying at my door. I didn't answer. At 17, my life didn't just fall apart. It was incinerated. I remember the exact smell of the room, sale, laundry, and my mother's floral perfume. When Sarah dropped the bomb, she was crying, clutching a positive test, looking at our parents with those big, terrified eyes. It was him, she whispered, pointing at me. He forced me. The world went silent. Sarah wasn't my biological sister. She'd been adopted when I was 10, but she was my sister. Or, so I thought. My father didn't even ask for my side. He didn't look for logic. He saw a victim and a monster. The first load caught me across the jaw, sending me into the coffee table. Get out, he roared. Before I kill you myself, I look at my mother. She was hiding her face in her hands, sobbing in disgust. Not for Sarah's pain, but for my existence. I went to my girlfriend, Chloe. We've been together for 2 years. I thought she was my soulmate. I told her it was a lie, that I'd never touched Sarah. Chloe looked at me with cold, shuttered eyes. Her DNA is in that baby, Mark. Girls, don't lie about this. Stay away from me. I was 17. I had $40 in a backpack. I slept under a bridge for 3 nights before hitching a ride out of state. I changed my name. I worked 3 jobs. I buried the boy. I used to be in a shallow grave and built a man out of ice. And over time, 10 years passed. I built a tech consultancy. I bought a house with a gate and a security system. I never looked back. I never searched their names. They were dead to me. Then 3 days ago, the doorbell rang. I checked the camera. My heart didn't even skip a beat. It just felt heavy. There they were. My father looking gray and shrunken. My mother clutching a handkerchief. And Sarah. I opened the door just enough to look at them through the glass. Mark, my mother sobbed, reaching for the handle. Oh God, Mark, it's you. I didn't open it. I didn't smile. What do you want? We know. My father said, his voice cracking. The truth came out. Sarah, she got sick. She needed a donor. The test showed the child wasn't related to anyone in our family line, she finally confessed. Sarah stepped forward, her face puffy. Mark, I'm so sorry. I was scared. The real father was a guy from the wrong side of town. He threatened me. I thought you were the only one who wouldn't hit me if I blamed you. I didn't think they'd kick you out. I looked at her. 10 years of cold nights, hunger, and the crushing weight of being a predator in their eyes. You didn't think? I asked quietly. I lived in a tent for a year because of your fear. I lost my education. I lost my reputation. I lost my family. We want to make it right. My mother wailed. We've been looking for you for months. Please let us in. Let us be a family again. Chloe is even asking about you. She's divorced now, and Chloe is a stranger. I interrupted. And so are you. Mark, please. My father pleaded, tears streaming down his face. Where are your parents? My parents died 10 years ago in a living room in Ohio, I said, my voice as flat as a dial tone. You didn't just fail to believe me. You hunted me out into the world to die. We're staying at the hotel nearby, Sarah said, reaching out to touch the glass. Can we just talk tomorrow? We'll wait for you. I looked at the clock. I have a meeting in 10 minutes. You're blocking my driveway. Mark, don't be like this. My mother begged. Where your blood, actually, I said, finally leaning into the frame. I'm nobody's blood. I'm the man I had to build because you destroyed the boy you were supposed to protect. I reached over and hit the button for the electronic gate. Leave. If you come back, I'll call the police for trespassing. And this time, there will be actual evidence. I shut the door. I didn't watch them walk away. I didn't cry. I went to the kitchen, poured a glass of water, and watched the sunset. The silence in my house used to feel lonely. Now it felt like peace. The truth didn't set them free. It just gave me the pleasure of being the one to lock the door.